MBA CET counseling में which college to choose, what will be the cutoff, and things you should not do for counseling. Watch this and much more in this video as we'll tell you how to register, about different CAP process, and how to freeze, slide, and float your allotment.
Eligibility for these colleges is the candidate are from the Maharashtra institution, right? Maharashtra state candidate can be there. And apart from this, all India candidates are there. So even the Jammu Kashmir migrant candidates are also included. NRI, OCI, PIO, foreign national, children of Indian workers. So all of you, I suppose, are eligible for this, right? So this is a basic eligibility criteria for the domicile purpose. Bachelor degree program or equivalent, you need to score at least 50% marks in an aggregate, right, to get a admission in these institutions, right? So these are the different categories for the candidate, like for the Maharashtra state candidature, all India candidature, or the foreign or NRI candidature. So if I summarize these all eligibility criteria, so basically bachelor program, which is a 3 years, right? And you need to score up at least 50% marks aggregate, right? And you can attempt any of the exam like Maharashtra CET, Z, MET, ATMA, GMAT, CAT, or CMAT, right? So there are various options to go to these institutions, right? So if you have attempted any of the exam out of these mentioned exams, you can fill the CAP round application form for the institutions. MAHACET.org. So once you go on this website, so first is what? Open up the official list window, right? And then click on new candidate registration or register candidate login. So if you are a first timer, like if you're applying for the first time, you need to click on the new candidate registration. Or suppose if you have already created your login account, so click on registered candidate login. So the normal registration as you are doing for the say Gmail or some other website. So your name, country, state, email address, phone number, and a password. So password should be in a way that you should not forget, right? So just keep all these information ready with you when you are filling up the application form over the portal, right? After this, you will get a application ID or unique ID, just like you are having an Aadhaar card or PAN number. So this also will give you some unique ID, and this will be shared on your email address. Whatever the email address you are giving, this will be shared on your email address so that you can use this in the future correspondence purpose, right? After this, your application is authentically submitted with the institution, right? Your registration is done. So once the registration is done, right, now see this process. So this is the normal window you will find, right? So first is the full name, your country, India or other, then states, district, address, mobile number, email address, password, confirm password. And once you are filling up all these details, your registration is done and you will be getting a unique application ID in your email box. So this is a hierarchy system, step by step system, right? So first step is what? Your candidate registration. So which we have already done over the website mahacet.org, right? Then you are getting your candidate login. This is the next step, right? Then fill the type of candidature, your Maharashtra state, your NRI, whatever the state is there, whatever the candidature type is, just fill it, right? Then fill the other details, your name, address, phone number, education, etc., etc., right? Then upload, then category details, write your general category or whatever, right? Qualification details, so your details of the graduation, 10th, 12th, etc. Your personal detail, your uh, phone numbers, email address, your address, etc. Right? And then upload a photo with signature, right? So what I suggest, just keep all these documents ready and saved in your laptop or PC beforehand, before you are going to fill the form. So just keep a one photo, click and save. Just keep a signature, click and save, right? And after this, you are directed to the payment window. So you can use the network, credit card, debit card, net banking, any way of paying is allowed, right? And then after whole this process, you will be getting a one printable application form. So all your details, payment details, etc., will be there in a PDF form. You can take out the print, and now your application process is complete. And what to do? Yes, just go and move to the counseling center, right? So this is a step-by-step process for the complete counseling center. So first is candidate registration. So this candidate registration is further subdivided into the 5 steps. Okay. So first is candidates are required to register. So as we have discussed everything about the registration process, right, on the official website. Then second is what? To upload the documents, right? So you just upload your date of birth certificate, your graduation certificate, etc. over the website as well as the photographs, right? And then you will be getting your login details. After this, upload the scanned copy of what? Passport size photograph and your signature, right? In the recommended format. This can be normal JPEG or some different formats are there, right? And then take the printout. Okay, so now your registration process is done and you are able to take the printout of your complete application process, right? And what to do next? Send it by speed post or registered post. Okay, or you can personally visit the FC center, that is the facilitation center, means the counseling center, right, for the verification of the documents and the confirmation of the application submission, right? So once this is done, so application form is verified by the competent authority. The authorities are designed by the say state government, and candidate will receive a fee acknowledgement slip, right? So once your documents are in place, everything is fine. So you will be getting a fee acknowledgement slip. So this means you are called for finalizing the admission, right? So because you are getting an application fee slip, right? Now, after this, second process, right? So second process is what? They are announcing the provisional merit list, right? So there are various candidates, they can opt, they can have a say other options also, right? So sometimes the candidate book their seat. I'll just discuss with you like what are the different ways to book or hold your seat, right? So once you are getting a provisional merit list, right? So this will be based on the different marks or different cutoff of the institution, right? And then you can submit your details to the facilitation center and where your application will be verified, right? After the provisional merit list. So if the list is saying that now, the authorities are saying that now you can come down, you can go and then again verify your documents, right? This is the second stage. And the final stage is the third announcement of the final merit list, right? So this is the final merit list, and this is what you need to report at where? Admission Reporting Center. That is, they are calling in short as ARC, right? So this is what all MBA CAP rounds, right? CAP rounds means what? Stage 1, 2, and 3, which we have discussed. The first is the registration process. Second is the my merit list, but this is what provisional merit list, right? And third is what your final merit list, right? And all these things are conducted online, right? So you can just sit back at home and you can fill and participate in the entire process of the selection, right? And once you are there, you can just visit the college which is finalized for you and submit the fees, and you can start your session, you can start your classes. Candidates are allowed to fill in minimum one or maximum 300 choices or institution and courses, right? So you can even apply to all the colleges which are there, right? So there is a no choice limit. Okay. So just fill as many as possible choices, right? And after the confirmation of option form, no changes will be allowed, right? So once you are confirmed, final confirmation, then there will be no changes allowed, right? And next point, if candidates fail to confirm online fill application form by e-security center, then their form will be rejected, right? So just be attentive, just keep a watch on the email box, right? As and when you're getting an email from the competent authorities, just confirm or react accordingly, right? Do not escape, do not pass on the time. Okay, this is a very crucial time for your future career. So once the candidate is allotted seat as per his or her first preference, right? So the preference will be as per you, whatever you have given. So the seats will be allotted to you. Okay, you have to accept that allotment. So if you are not accepting the allotted seat, the seat will be passed on to the other candidate, right? So you have to act quickly. Okay. Participation in the subsequent cap round will not be allowed. So once you are participated, further rounds will not be there for you. So you will be participated in only one round, right? And for the seat acceptance fees, this is a non-refundable fees, right? And this is Indian rupees of 1,000, right? So once you are accepting, you need to pay a 1,000 rupees, which is a non-refundable fee, and this is a seat acceptance fee, right? Now, candidate will be allowed to edit only certain sections in the CAP form, right? So, as I am just discussing in the second point that no changes will be allowed, but yes, there are some changes which can be edited, right? So, what are the changes you can add it? Okay, just see this. So, if there is some confusion, you can edit the form, but not entirely, right? So, you can edit your gender, right? This can be modified, then you can edit your score. So whatever the score is there, the Maharashtra CT score, you can just change this, right? You can change your caste, subcaste, etc. So all these things can be modified, right? You can just removal of reserved category status to minority, disability, etc. So all these things can be modified. Type of candidature, right? So this is one thing again can be modified. Home university, this can be modified. Removal of tuition fees or waivers, whatever if you think that you need to get, and qualification, right? So these are the some points which can be modified, but yes, the basic information, the preference order, the your college preference, all those things cannot be modified, right? So just be very attentive while filling up the form and while just filling and completing the details. There are approximately 300 institutions which are accepting the marks, the scores of the cap round, right? But yes, to name just some few, Jamna Lal Vidyas, very good institution, top institution, right? Department of Management Studies, University of Pune. So we are calling this as PU MBA, right? Pune University. KJ Sumaya, right? This is again a very good institution. NL Dalmia Institution, IITM, Navi Mumbai, right? So Rijvi institutions, MIT, Vivekanand, Maharashtra institutions. So there are various. Wellinger is there. Sydenham is there, right? Bharati Vidyapeeth, Balaji, IS, right? So this is a long, long list, right? But yes, what I suggest, just act fast, right? And attentively. So that you are filling up the form, your form should not be rejected, right? With any error or something, and you will be getting your good desired institution and you can complete your management qualification. What are the different options which you can have, right? So you are filling up the form, you're getting a merit list, final merit list, provisional merit list, right? All the details are there, you're getting a letter, etc. Everything is done. Now, what to do? So there are different type of options which are available for you. One we are calling as freeze. So what is freeze? Candidate who accept the seat offered to them and do not want to participate in any further round, right? We're just fixing up. There is a no further discussion, right? Have the options to freeze the seat. Such candidate will not be called for the further admission round, right? So you know you're getting a seat maybe in Chandralal Bazaar, you freezed, right? I'll go directly, right? There is a no other thought for this. Okay, so this is freeze. Second is slide or float. Now, what does this mean? Candidate who wish to accept the seat offered by the state common entrance test cell will have this option, right? So, along with accepting, these candidates also indicate if admission to the higher preference is offered, they will accept it. So, if you think, okay, this is like I want to see some more good institution, right? So, you can opt this option. So, such candidate will be considered in a subsequent admission round and will be intimated later on, right, based on the provisional merit test or the final test, right? So these are the different ways of fixing up or the finalizing of your seat.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.